I'm back with my next video on Sunday Stories, and today's story, as you can see, is Train Your Brain. This is a finding of mine with a few examples and story. You all know I was down with COVID-19 and I was really very, very unwell. High fever for around 8 to 9 days and a lot of body ache, weakness. I was just sleeping, getting up to eat whatever the food was coming, and taking medicines, noting down the temperature, oxygen and everything, whatever was required, and again sleeping, again getting up for all this, again sleeping. So, around 8-9 days I have just done this. It was really very, very, painful. It was, tearing you inside, killing you inside. And I just did not have any energy to even think of, talking to anyone, going anywhere, talking to, moving to another room, because I have a portion at the back of my house which I had locked, and but I just kept to one same place. I just kept sleeping the whole day, and after a few days, when I thought, I was feeling very guilty that I was not able to make videos. My wow sessions were going missing. My Sunday stories, I was writing no Sunday story today and all that. I was feeling very guilty because I knew somewhere down in my heart that my children, my students, my friends, they all wait for these episodes. I don't have a very big audience, but whoever watch, they watch with love. Lot of support of you people, you all know. So, I got up one day, and it was, I think, the 10th or the 11th day when I had to, go to the doctor. So I dressed up and went to the doctor. I had to get my test done and all that. But I realized, although I was not well, my body was paining, but somehow my body had gained energy, and very energetically I went down and I was able to go, walk long distance from one place to another for the test and all that. And suddenly I felt that at home I was sleeping, I had just no energy. How come this energy came into me? And I was feeling much better, once I, did whatever was required. So this was a big question mark in my mind. I came home to do a little, and I sat down, I switched on my computer, was feeling much better that day. I came home, I took a bath, and I was energetic. So, I started studying about how all this happens. Then I came to a video and also a little, a Google search that I did. It is all, you have to train your brain for everything. And so, as you all know, whatever I find out, whatever I know, I want to tell you, I want to share it with all of you. You all are my family members and very important people of my life. So, I thought of sharing this with you. So, what I studied was that our body secretes or produces many hormones, many chemicals in the body, which I was just unaware of. Yes, you people are studying, you people are touching, with the systems of the body, you are studying about the human body and whatever, but I have just lost link and I just don't remember if I had read this before or not. I have this with you, I noted down. We have some chemicals, secretions in our body, And every chemical that is secreted in the body is done according to the working of the body and the brain. Mainly the brain, because the brain signals the body to work accordingly. Some chemicals that are secreted these are the 4 ones which actually are related to the brain, and the first one is endorphins. Endorphin is a chemical, and I just hope it's not getting boring, but yes, I wanted to share. Endorphins are the chemicals which help you mask any type of pain. They act as painkillers. Alright, so whenever you are not doing anything, you are lethargic, you are lazy, that means this chemical is not being secreted. And you have to train your brain. Once you get up, think that you have to do this, you have to go there, you have to accomplish this, you have to achieve this. Instantly, this chemical secretion starts, which acts as a painkiller. You must have seen athletes, you must have seen sports persons, you must have seen the people who are mountaineers. If you remember, we have a chapter for class 9 students about Santosh Yadav. How did she learn this mountaineering? How did she build in the stamina, the endurance to achieve what she wanted? The athletes who train themselves, all the people who played the different types of matches, all the sports persons, all the swimmers. You go for a walk after a long time, you feel tired, you feel your body, your legs are aching, but somehow you feel that no, you have to finish the circle, because this chemical secretion helps you do so. They act as a painkiller. These swimmers, they are given long distances to swim. Do you think they don't get tired? Do you think their legs don't ache, their arms don't ache while swimming? They do. But this chemical builds in a mask which reduces the pain, and you want to achieve more and more, you want to accomplish more and more. So probably when I got up, got ready to go out, and I was out, somehow my brain acted in such a way that this chemical was secreted or produced, and this chemical helped me gain energy, go to wherever it was required. Very, very, I was not slow at all, just the way how I am. And then, I realized that I have to train my brain. Otherwise, I will just keep sleeping. I will just be on bed. I will feel lethargic. I will feel I don't have energy. I will feel I am not well. So we have to train our brain for this. So this is how, this happened. And then when I studied about this, I came to know about the other chemicals also that were secreted. The second one is oxytocin. Oxytocin is a chemical which when released, it keeps releasing in our body. It helps you love people, to have social attachments, to have social bonding. You have such good friends. There are times when friends hurt you, but still they remain friends. You still care for them. You want to apologize if you have hurt anyone. Children are so close to their parents, especially the mothers. In spite of their kids doing wrong, there are times when kids back answer. There are times when kids, they actually hurt parents by speaking in a wrong way, by back answering, by not, performing the way the parents want in the different fields. But still, the love of the parents for the child and the child's love for the parents, the love between two siblings, the brother sisters or the sister sisters, the brother brothers, the love between friends, the attachment that we have. Man is a social animal. We are always in touch with the people in society. We want to do things for them out of love. It happens when this chemical is secreted. Parents, the mother especially, they have a special bond with their children. They always keep pampering them, cuddling them, loving them. A small baby, you look at the baby, you want to cuddle it, you want to, pick the baby up, you want to play with the baby, you want to make him speak, you just love the way the small baby reacts. It is because this chemical is being secreted. Then the third one is dopamine. Dopamine is a chemical which, when secreted, we start expecting. We have temptations. You cross an ice cream parlor, we get attracted, we get tempted towards the cakes, the cookies, the ice creams, the pancakes. You cross the person selling golgappas. Do we not get a certain kind of, wanting, a desire to have them? That is because dopamine is being created, being released in the body, being secreted in the body. That makes you get attracted and tempted towards things. Sometimes we want a beautiful big house, a bungalow. And at that time you start feeling, when you have that desire, the urge, the deep desire, then you feel that without that you will not be able to live. You want to eat a particular thing and you feel, no, you have to eat that because otherwise, you will not feel better. You want to have that ice cream, you want to have that chocolate. Because this dopamine is being secreted, this temptation arises in the body. And we feel that it will fulfill our temptation, it will fulfill our desire, but that is only short-lived. That is only temporary desire. Once you eat that ice cream, then you have an urge for some other thing. Once you buy that bungalow, do your desires, get the door closes? No, you want other things. You want things to fill in the house, then you feel, oh, I should have this type of interior, then I feel satisfied. Yes, satisfaction is short-lived. So we should know how to control, how to train our brain not to get tempted towards things that are only temporary. At times it's okay, but we should know what to get tempted towards and what not to. What is good for you, what is not good for you. Alright? And the next one is serotonin. This is something very, interesting which I read. This chemical, when secreted, creates kindness. And if you are kind to anyone, you feel, you have a certain kind of, you have that fulfillment of happiness. You feel happy when you are kind to someone, when you help someone. You feel a certain, you have calmness in your body. You feel calm, peaceful, serenity, tranquility. Once, a teacher wanted to teach her students a lesson. So he informed everybody that I will tell you how to get happiness. So those who want to know the secret of happiness, please come and meet me. And who doesn't want to be happy? Oh, crowds and crowds of students and friends and children. Everybody came that day. So this teacher, he had balls with him. Small, balls, balloon-like balls. He gave a colorful ball, those cheap ones, So he gave those colorful balls distributed to all and said, write your name on the ball. Everybody, they wrote their names on the ball. So he said, all right, now there's a big, a pool type of a thing, a big tub or something. You go and keep your balls there. So everybody went and they rolled their balls there. Came back. When they all seated, the teacher said, all right, now everyone will go and get their own ball back and come and sit on the chair. So everybody got up, and now there was a big chaos, a big confusion. There were so many, hundreds and hundreds of balls with different names. Everybody was searching for their own ball, and there was such a chaos. Balls were getting burst. They were rolling here and there. Some people trampled few balls. They got torn. So, these students came and told the teacher that it's so difficult to get the ball like this. So he said, I'll tell you what to do. This is the wrong way that you were picking up the balls. Few of you go there and pick the ball, and whoever's name is written, call out that name and give that ball to that person. Keep doing so. So this way everybody will get, and no one will just crowd and struggle for their own balls. One by one, you pick up the name. You have the name Satish, give it to Satish. You have the name Muskan, you give it to Muskan. You have the name Nikita, give it to Nikita. You have the name of the other students, give them. So then, one of the students said that, all right, if I keep giving, but no one gives back to me. He said, no. Once you do this, and you give the ball to the person, you will find a smile on his face. He will be satisfied. That his satisfaction will make you happy. Seeing your happiness, will he not want to do the same thing? He will do it. Others will also see you doing this. They will also do so. And if they don't do so, then karma is there. Karma will do so. We all know the rule of karma. As you sow, so shall you reap. What goes around comes around. Isn't it? Do good, good will come back to you. And this will give you happiness. So if you help the world, you will feel happy. And this desire to feel happy, this desire to help the world, it is when the chemical serotonin is being secreted. Train your brain in such a way. Train yourself, your soul, in such a way that they help each and every person in the world. Whenever you find a person you feel that he requires your help, help him. This will give you happiness. In this time of pandemic, where people are losing their near and dear ones, whatever help you can give, please give. I don't want you to go out of your houses and do so. There are so many NGOs, there are so many institutions who are collecting money online, who are collecting food items online. They are collecting 10 kg wheat bags, rice bags, and that wheat and rice is being distributed to the people who are facing problems. There are people who are using those bags and making food and distributing food. There are places where people are sending cash so that medicines can be made available to the people, to the poor people. We can do this. This is the time when even God is testing us. We need to train our brain in such a way that we energetically work so that endorphins are, this chemical is secreted and we are energetic and we are able to work, do and achieve, accomplish whatever you want to do. We are social animals. We need to love each other. Dopamine, temptations, we need to train our brain to only expect things that are actually correct. Do not have unnecessary expectations, promises, expectation for rewards, temptations for eating things, for buying things. You get tempted to buy, to eat things which are not correct and then you fall sick. You are tempted to buy things that are expensive and then you have problem later on. So train your brain so that the chemical secreted is in such a way that you know this is correct and this is not correct. And then lastly is serotonin, a chemical that helps you achieve secret of happiness. Help everyone. If you do good, good will definitely come back to you. I know this was not a proper Sunday story, but yes, small examples to help you know how to train your brain. I hope you liked my video, and for those who have joined recently, please press the subscribe button and the bell icon for the latest notifications. Join me on the other days also. Do take good care of yourself. Stay in, stay safe, train your brain for the best. Goodbye. We'll meet next Sunday with a new story. Bye-bye.